happened on the first day. So that's what that sound effect means. Whenever you go to save or go to sleep. Not to save, that's actually not correct. But when you go to sleep, that's basically what the sound effect you hear. And we are in Rena's room. Now you see, this is what I was talking about. This actually makes more sense. The bed is up against the wall here, and it's facing towards the doorway. Not backwards like that other one. And now we have a blackberry too. So we have a blueberry for health and a blackberry for magic. See, this triggers me. Why is this like this? This makes no sense. Who sleeps like this? I don't understand that. Okay, hi Mom. Today is such a beautiful day. Why don't you go for a walk? Well, now you're all okay with me being able to walk outside the house, you know, without a leash. Alright, fine, I'm going. Oh, okay, yeah, because I didn't see your whole playthrough, so I didn't know if that was... Oh, no. I do remember that part, when the two blondes, they were talking about that, because they wanted to change clothes or something. So that it could blend in better. That's right. But because I've only played this one and the third one, I remember the third one, for a good part of the story, that's like all they basically talked about, was not breaking that. Oh, Rena, good morning. Mr. Claude is asleep upstairs. Okay, so I'm not even going to bother to run up there because he'll just yell at me to not disturb him. And, I mean, I could talk to everybody, but I kind of want to get this story moving. Not to mention, some of it is, I don't know, I don't want to say filler, but sometimes it's interesting to see what the different characters say at different points in the story, but it's not necessary, so let's just go. But what I will do is save, so we don't have to endure all that again. So, save. Wow. I can't wait to fill up our party. I'm still not even sure of all the people that I'm going to collect this run. Okay, no problem. So yeah, she's running back here again after what happened last time. I would not be in this location anytime soon, considering the last time a monkey thing jumped out and attacked me. But that's just me. What was it that I wanted to do? Or does she mean in general? Oh, goodness. Father, what should I do? Oh, we're having this scene already? I thought this happens later in the game. Oh my goodness. Okay. We got exposition here. Father. So, I'm not controlling this, obviously, because this is basically a cutscene. So what do you say that I should do? Don't raise your voice like that. Rena will hear. Hmm? She was so shocked by the death of her father that she cried herself to sleep. Westa, you too have suffered a shock. As a mother, you must keep calm. How can I be calm? He's dead. Don't you understand? Westa. If he were not here, I don't know what I'd do. I must tell her by myself. I have to tell her she's not my real child. Even the game is shocked. I should have just thrown away that pendant. If there was no sign of her real mother, she would be my daughter alone. So I think that was either her opening the pendant or... Because sometimes the game makes it look like when somebody cries, you see like the sparkly effect around their eyes. But I think because that was near her chest, that was supposed to be her, quote-unquote, opening her locket. But yeah, that was the first bombshell of the game, I guess you could say. Rena and Westa are not biologically related, which kind of interesting because they both have blue hair, even though that doesn't really mean anything. But I know the first time I played this, I never would have actually made that conclusion. Just who am I? Rena. Mr. Claude. Morning. Good morning. Awkward. You're not looking well. What's wrong? Oh, she just had her hopes and dreams dashed, you know, the usual. Like, why would you ask that considering what just happened the night before? Oh, nothing. Sorry about yesterday. I made such a fuss on my own mistake. Don't worry about it. I would have thought that I was a suspicious character myself. Upon hearing the whole story, such a misunderstanding would only be natural. But again, she jumped the gun. She should have, like, did her research before she just went ahead and said, hey, guys, I think this is the warrior. I mean, people get killed over stupid stuff like this, you know? I grew up hearing the story of the warrior. You know, the warrior would appear whenever we were in trouble, and now lots of people are in trouble in lots of places, so when I saw you, Mr. Claude, looking exactly like the legend says, I just thought, this must be him. So that's it. Didn't Regis... Never mind. I'll try not to give her a hard time. One thing that kind of irks me about Rena, not gonna lie, which I guess, thinking about it now, because of her age, but she's kind of impulsive. You know, like this whole thing could have been avoided if she had just been a little more rational about how she went about things. But whatever. Sort of like that. Sorry that I'm not your warrior. You don't have to say that, Mr. Claude. You didn't do anything wrong. It was completely my own mistake. But I will give her props for owning up to that. Like, some people, they'll just hold it to their dying breath that they weren't wrong. It's the other person's fault that things didn't, you know, work out the way it should. So, there's that. But I really am sorry. I wish there was something I could do. Please, don't worry about it. I just hope that you can get back home quickly. Rena. Sorry, but would you please leave me alone for a little while longer? You know, because nothing bad ever happens when you're left alone like that. Okay. I just want you to feel better. Well, I'll leave you. See, a part of me wants to think that that pause in between, like maybe he wanted to say something else. Like I feel that that's probably what happened there. But again, we don't have the voice acting, so that's gonna go unknown. Sorry, Mr. Claude. Good grief, it's been like an hour and a half and nothing but drama. Well, I guess I'll be going back now. I mustn't worry Mother. Why didn't you? Okay, so here's something that's kind of weird that's about to happen, but you'll see in a minute. We're gonna just run. Game. Thank you. We're gonna run back to the village. And... looky looky. We have a new character. But now, Claude wasn't that far ahead of us, so unless he ran like lightning, like how did he get so far ahead that we didn't even see him or something, you know? Like he walked away from us, but it is what it is. Let's save, because I think there's a lot that's going to happen between now and the next time we get to save. And let's go talk to Mystery Guy. That is a guy, right? Yeah. Oh, right. Alen. Alen. Hi, Rena. Haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? And that sounded too feminine. Actually, that might be appropriate. I forget what he even looks like. Fine, thanks. Glad to hear it. Alen? That's right, Rena. You ought to be happy. The preparations are all complete. Because now that I think about it, he, I think, is like a pretty influential person, so he should probably have a more haughtier voice. Preparations? Maybe not haughty, but upper class sort of voice. I don't, you get what I'm trying to say. Yes, the stage is finally set. The preparations are complete for holding our marriage ceremony. Alen, what are you talking about? And this is a thing. Marriage ceremony? Stop your joking. I'm not marrying you. Rena, you'll understand soon enough about how wonderful I am and how powerful. You'll see. I don't know what you're talking about. What's come over you, Alen? Can't you feel it? The power that I am now filled with? Alen, what's the matter with you? I don't even know why she's sitting here talking with him. I would have booked it by now. No matter. Take her away. Like, seriously, this whole time, I would have just... I... Let me go! Don't worry. Soon you'll not be able to live without me. The zone said so. Seriously, the second I noticed he was acting weird, I would have jetted. I wouldn't even have allowed them the chance to get around me like that. Hmm? What is this? Someone call Mayor Regis and Wester quickly. And how did the old man manage to get all... This is another plot hole. He wasn't running that fast, and Wester would have had to have been in her house. Regis would have had to have been in his house. How did they even get over here before they managed to leave the village? Rena! Well, well, well. Everyone is here. Mother, help me! Alen, what are you doing? Release Rena. No. Alen, have you gone mad? Alen. Let us pass. Those who get in our way will receive no mercy. Release Rena. Make me. What is this, a squabble on the playground? Mother! I will say this only once again. Let us pass. If you do not, you will all be sorry. Everyone, listen to him and move out of the way. Alen has gone mad. He just might do something terrible to you all. But, well, I mean, he's got 3 armed guards. I mean, you're just everyday civilians. It would be nothing for them to dispatch of you guys if he really wanted to. So, listen to the girl and get out of the way. I mean, I get why you would not want to go along with this, but I think it's in everyone's best interest. I'll be okay. Don't worry about me, please. So do the opposite of that, basically, right, Rena? Ha! You should have done that in the first place. Let's go. So this is one of those things that is going to definitely be different when I play as Claude, because naturally, and as you would probably expect in a case like this, Claude has to go rescue Rena. But now, because we're playing as Rena, we're going to actually see things from a quite different perspective. And he's throwing her into a room. Oh, I know where this is at. Alen, why are you doing this? Can't tell if his hair is just silver or if it's like a blue silver. It's terrible. Even my mother. Just calm yourself down a little. I'll come for you later. Don't even think of escaping. I have to escape. Somehow. Again, the layout. I don't understand this. I mean, I know she can't get over there. Oh no. I guess that's fine. That's like a nightstand. But who keeps a thing of wine in their room like this? And the chair is... whatever, just go. We're not going to be here very long anyway. So I'm going to check out the rooms here because I think there's stuff. Yep. See, like even this makes sense. I don't know why her parents' room was set up the way it was. Portrait B. Ooh, actually, this is good. Hold on. I want to show you this. So I needed to, I want to sort my items, so let me do that real quick. So you can sort items based on if they're new to your inventory, if they're items you would use in battle, ABC order. Actually, wait, now I'm confused. One of these is fighting, one of these I think might be... Oh, I know what this is supposed to represent. I think this is items that you generally use in combat. And then this is weapons, shields, accessories, which I think you can wear up to 2 at a time. And this might be like most expensive to least expensive or vice versa. And then recovery items first. So I usually do this. So then like if I'm in a battle, I don't have to go scrolling 50 million pages to get to my health recovery items. I could just get them right at the top. And if you toggle, you get to see how much certain things do. So like this restores about 22% HP, 22% magic. But this is what I want to show you guys. Portrait B. This last has endured a sad fate. What will the eternal passing of time expect of her? So the fact that it's labeled Portrait B means that there's going to be several of these, and each portrait is tied to one of the different characters that you can play as in the game. And I think when you start building up your... I don't know if it's just one art skill, if you have to build up a collection of art skills. Like, I'll explain that later when we actually get to that point. But you'll be able to actually craft more of these portraits. And some portraits cost more than others, which might be a good way to earn some money if you have the supplies lying around. So, something to think about. I don't know if you really get anything from collecting them. So, oh, you know what? I can show you. Can I? Let me see. Oh, okay. We do have some. Nice. I couldn't remember if she actually has skills at the beginning, but because we're Rena, we only have the kitchen knife, the good eye, and recipe. So the recipe skill, knowledge about cooking ingredients, uh, effects vary according to whether favorite items are eaten or not. So we're at level 4, and to level it up again, we would need 3, I'm guessing that represents skill points. Good eye, the ability to choose good cooking ingredients. HP restoration amount increases, so that's a good one to level up. We're gonna level up, I think this time around playing, I'm not gonna try to like level every skill up because that's just not practical and it'll take too long. I think I'll try to cater to what the characters are naturally good at, and then just try to build upon that. So she's good at cooking, and we did learn when we read the prologue, not the prologue, but on the introduction screen, that she has healing abilities, so anything in that regard too would be good. But we'll definitely be leveling that one up soon. And then kitchen knife, the ability to use a kitchen knife, essential to any respectable chef. Skill level times 20, strength increases. Okay. Um, that's actually, I never noticed that before, so I might want to actually teach my other characters that skill, even if they're not going to be the ones doing all the cooking, you know? And then we have our status screen, which shows us all of our stats, what we're wearing, our current HP, MP, our level, how much experience we're going to need to level up, how much experience we have in general, and then all the other stats, strength, attack, accuracy, hit, I think that's audacity, that might be magic, guts, stamina, luck, intelligence, agility, dexterity. What is con? I don't know what that second one is. But then you see too, it also mentions favorite food. So that's actually important once we actually get to cooking, because um, if they eat their favorite food, I think they generally uh, recover more health and magic if they're pretty low. So once we actually learn what her favorite food is, that's going to be really good to know. We'll try to maybe cook that recipe a lot. And then you also see right below her name, it says Expellion. So if we had Claude here, it would more than likely say Earthling. That little line is going to tell you the different alien species they are. So we're going to run into, I think, 1, 2, 3. I think we're going to run into 4 different alien species in this game. So that'll be interesting. And then we have talent, which kind of ties into the skills. Sometimes when you learn different skills, your characters unlock different talents, which naturally will help with other things. So she already knows dexterity, pitch, love of animals, and the blessing of mana. And then, what was that other thing I just saw? Attributes. Oh, right. So depending on what she's wearing, be it accessories, greaves, helmet, shield, armor, weapon, she might have these attributes on her. So that's basically what that screen's about. And is there anything else to look at, really? Oh, combat. That's actually something I should probably look at real quick. So we have our strategy, our replacement, and our formation. Strategy is where you go to change what your characters will do when you're not controlling them. So as you can see, we can have up to 8 people in the party, but when you're fighting, you can actually only have 4 at a time, so you'll be able to rotate them. And for Rena, she's set to, by default, to recover friends only. But you can also have her either aid friends, aid herself only, cast no spells, put herself into attack, or do nothing, which basically means she'll be a sitting duck if you don't control her. So I'll leave her at recover friends only for now. But I think at some point I might have to change that strategy. So here's replacement. And again, this is the screen you would go to if you wanted to change out parties in your non-active party to come over here. So the left side screen is your active party. Your not active party members are going to be on the right. So it's going to be a thing where we're going to probably have to rotate our characters in order to beat the game, because certain combos might work better for certain bosses or areas or whatever. And then we have formation. So it's kind of hard to demonstrate this since we only have one person, but again, depending on how you have your party on the battle screen, that could give you an advantage in some cases. So like here's the escape shift, a combat formation for easy escapes for where discretion is the better part of valor. So let's say I'm in an area where I just really want to get through it as quickly as possible. I don't really want to engage the enemy. I might want to go with this formation because all the characters are grouped together and they'll be more likely to escape when I hit the escape button versus if I choose, I don't know, something else. Upper caution, combat formation to guard from upper area attacks. So this is probably something you would do if, let's say, you were trying to beat a boss and you died maybe a few times, but you've learned from those few times that that person tends to, you know, do a lot of attacks from a certain area, then you might choose to switch that up. So I'm just going to leave it at the linear for right now, since it's just her. But again, this is definitely going to change quite a number of times. But yeah, let's figure out how to get the heck out of here. When I was passing by the study the other day, I heard someone says it opens by this statue. What exactly do you think that is? Okay, so we gotta look for a statue, and I see two up there, but she said when somebody was in the study, so we'll look for the study next. Miss Rena, I am very sorry. Master Alen has taken you away. No, she just teleported there. Come on, mister. I would like to be able to save you, but Master Alen has the keys to the mansion, and there is nothing I can do. You know what, I can't really fault him, you know, because this is just his job, and sometimes it's not that easy to just say, well, they should have just helped anyway, they should have gotten involved, they're being an accessory to this, but that's not always the case. But hello. Miss Rena, but why? Master Alen went crazy after he acquired that strange stone. He isn't eating enough either. I wonder what exactly is wrong. So, it's interesting too that, you know, his servants are not oblivious to the change in him. And it obviously just wasn't something that happened overnight. So, let's, how do we, now I see a thing in the corner here, but I don't know if I'm supposed to actually do anything first. So let me just, okay, I can't go up the thing there. Nothing there. Alright, let's go and try to interact with this. Nothing? Really? Do I have to try to leave and then do that? That seems stupid. It's locked. I wonder if there's another exit. Well, clearly, the butler just told you that you couldn't go out the front door. Alright, let's see if it works now. Oh, yeah, now I can't control it. It's a cutscene. That's what it was. There must be a way out. And sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Yep, there we go. Okay, now we can interact with it. And this was pretty cool too, like how the game has cinematic stuff at the same time as the pixelated, you know, character sprites and everything. So let's get on out of here. So here is our technical first dungeon. What? Why is this passage here under the mansion? Surprise! Oh my, someone is lying down over there. Oh my, Mr. Bossman, are you okay? You're Rena. Why are you... But what about you, Mr. Bossman? You're hurt. I'll be okay. But Rena, why are you here? Alen brought me here. He kept saying something about a wedding or an altar or some such thing. Is that right? Alen had asked me to build a strange room in the interior of the Salva drift. Yes, it must be an altar. There's something wrong with Alen. He would occasionally stare into the stone and give out an insane laugh. I became terrified and tried to escape, but ended up like this. If he's after you, then you must escape quickly. Mr. Bossman, I can't leave you like this. Well, I don't think you can carry him. You seem very petite. Hey, Happy. Long time no see. I'll be okay. I can escape into the mansion after resting a little. But you can't, can you? But... Look, don't be a hero. Just listen to the man. This passage leads to the Salva drift. If you're lucky, you might be able to make it through to the town. Go quickly. Oh my goodness, Happy. Alright, so let's go and save. So I guess I was wrong about that. We do get another save point, but this is the first actual dungeon we get to fiddle around with. So, onward and upward. So now, can I just run? No, I still have to press this button to run. Okay. So rose hips, blackberry. So I'm gonna actually, ooh, I know where I actually have to go, but I'm gonna explore the, wait, how do you actually fight again? Oh, this is not gonna end well. Okay, that's how you, oh, okay, actually, no, run. Because that took a lot of damage. Okay, heal, quickly, quickly, quickly. Okay, run. I feel like I'm playing Don't Starve again. Don't Starve recently had an event release called the Into the Forge, and I kind of feel like I'm playing that again now. Like hit, heal, dodge, run. And I know, actually, I don't think she... Ooh, I saw what he just tried to do. Can I actually... Yeah, I don't even have a spell to attack yet. I can only heal, so I'm gonna have to manually fight them. Oh goodness, oh goodness. I forgot how... I wouldn't say nerve-wracking, but this is pretty dangerous when you're so... Okay, finally one's dead. I'll be glad when we get an actual fighter in the group, because then she can just worry about support. Okay. Okay, I feel better now. No, no, no. Okay. Combo, combo, combo. Alright, so she should definitely level up, because I think she only needed 10 points to do so. Oh, she leveled up twice! And she gained 3 skill points. And she learned Antidote. Okay, good. Actually, that kind of has me worried. Are we already going to run into enemies that can poison us this early? Okay, so... Okay, yeah. So I'm going to run around here and open up all the chests, just so that we have all the loot, because I don't think we'll be in this area that often afterwards. What are you doing? Leaving yourself open to attack. It's funny because I haven't played this in so long, and yet I remember vividly like where I'm supposed to go on this map. But I guess because it's the first dungeon, it's not that difficult really once you've played it like once or twice. Soldiers are here. Oh no, I can't escape from here. So the guy that we found at the entrance, or the secret entrance, he was telling the truth in that we could have escaped through the town. So once we're actually done with this segment, like if we came back with other party members, we could enter the mines through where the soldiers are standing, loop around and actually enter what's his face's house that way. But naturally we can't go that way because he has it guarded, so we're gonna have to find another way. So let's keep going. And you know what, since it's sitting here, we'll go get this one. Okay, now we're gonna backtrack.
Are you ready?
So I'm kind of grateful these guys aren't that aggressive. The rabbits actually were a bit aggressive because of all the hopping around. Ooh, another level up. 3 more skill points. So I'm actually holding off on using my skill points. Probably won't get to really explain why tonight, but the next time I play, maybe, depending on how far we've gotten, I'll explain why I'm holding on to them. But let's go this way. And okay, here's a chest. And here's something of importance. Oh, or we can have a fight. That too.
Heads up.
Oh no, not 3 again. I gotta give her credit. She clearly does not have, or I shouldn't say clearly, she doesn't have fighting experience yet. She's flipping around in the air like a ninja. Ooh, baby rabbit Rosito. That sounds both concerning and delicious at the same time. But in any event, let's check out this sign here, because this is what I wanted to actually talk about. Danger, the dragon's nest. I don't think I should go any further. So even if I try to make her go that way, she'll just keep saying I shouldn't go any further. But this area is going to be important to a later quest, should I choose to take it. So again, I don't know which characters I'll have in the party eventually, but this might be an important area later in the game. We'll see. For now, let's keep going.
Heads up.
These are like the bandits or thieves, I think. Ooh, hello. Dude. They're pretty weak. One hit and they're dead. Spectacles. Okay, so you know what? Now I think I can actually explain what spectacles are about. Oh, you know what too? The screen also shows you what items you can use on the screen and which ones you can't. So if you see an X, that usually means that that's something you can only use in combat. Whereas if it's a circle, it means you can use it on this screen when you're in town or when you're in battle. But actually no, that's not true. I don't think you can eat these kind of foods. And I'm not going to eat this yet because I think this is kind of important. So let's do that. Or maybe we can, I don't know. That restores a decent amount of health, but I think this is one of the character's favorite foods. So I'm going to be careful with this and not use it just yet until I remember or figure out who it belongs to. But the spectacles, back to this. A magical magnifying glass possessing the power to see all truths. So basically, if you use this in battle, it usually will tell you whether the monster or, the enemy in question is immune to certain things, I think, or if they have weaknesses to certain things. So, pretty useful. I don't think it works in boss battles, but if you're fighting like general enemies or an enemy you've never squared up against before, I think these come in handy for that. Alright, let's keep going. I don't think we have that much more to explore. I think there's like 2 more chests. And there's a save point, so that's clearly the way we need to go. Oh, rated attack. Okay. So you see how some of them jump down on top of us? That would be an issue if we had more party members, because some of them would have clearly gotten attacked first by them. Rena was okay because she was further down in the formation. And I leveled up again. Ooh, I learned Press. That's a spell she can use to protect herself and others. So that's actually aptly timed. And we got more spectacles. Alright, so I see where we need to go. We're going to check this way first. Or we can have another battle. This is going to be like a recurring theme. These battles popping up. Sometimes when you least expect them or don't want them. But I'm glad she learned that spell because that's going to come in handy very soon. Okay, so we've been there before, so we can actually do this now. Okay, let's save. And I think this will be the first boss that Rena gets to fight. Because in a way... See, I don't know, like that boss... Not the boss, but that creature at the very beginning that attacked her in the woods and Claude saved her from. I don't know if you could really count that as a boss. That was like the first enemy he fought, you know? But here's the very first boss I feel in the game that we have to deal with. So, let's go to the scary altar because that seems to make sense. What exactly is this place? Couldn't you ask that at the foot of at the entrance instead of walking all the way in and then asking? Ah, my lovely bride, you managed to bring yourself to the place of our wedding. Oh, this girl. How disgusting. Rena, it's no use. I told you not to run away so many times, and still... Alen, what's wrong with you? You weren't like this before. Yes, that's right. I've changed by gaining the power of this stone. Alen! It's all right now. Come, let's begin the ceremony. How are you going to begin a ceremony and not even have anyone to authenticate what's happening here? Rena! Don't come any closer. So you're Alen? Do you have any idea what you're doing? Let Rena go right now. Oh, dread. I'm right in the middle of a sacred wedding ceremony. We're about to become one. Don't interfere. Now, Rena. Help me, Mr. Claude. Stop. There can be no such thing as a wedding desired by only one party. He apparently didn't see the first episode of Game of Thrones, but we'll let that slide. Only one party? You're wrong. We love each other. We're in love. In love. Alen! We love? Like, he's going berserk here. Oh no. Mr. Claude! Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to do a maniacal laughter. But he is going berserk. Yep, he's going Super Saiyan. With his little kryptonite thing. Shoot. Watch out! Wow, the game could not take that. So here's the actual first boss.
Be careful.
And because we have him fighting, I'll just make sure I can heal him. Or I could heal myself. Oh dear, he's going... Oh no, she healed him. It didn't look like I clicked the right button. But we're gonna do a little offensive damage too, since he's doing okay. Oh, nope, he's not. And boom. Okay, I think before he dies, I'm gonna give him this blueberry. because I don't think her cooldown for her spell is...
I'm sorry.
Ooh, yeah, that was good timing. He would have been dead. Okay. Maybe I should stick to healing right now. And that's that. He's
Looks like
dead.
you won.
So he probably will level up once, maybe twice.
Hey.
Twice. And I forgot, whenever you level up, you gain HP, or you get, you know, recovery. I know your HP grows, but you get a little bit of a health recovery at the end. But he learned a new technique. He learned Air Slash. Rena, are you okay? So yeah, not much of a first boss. Like, even though I kind of almost got him killed at one time, that was just being careless. Pretty easy to beat him. Yes. Rena, who was that? I don't know. He seems to have been possessed since he came to Arlia. But how could a human turn into such a... What happened? Alen, he was such a nice guy. Rena. Now what? Alen? He's still breathing. Where am I? Rena, why are you... Alen, you're back to normal. What are you talking about? Boy, do I have a headache. Everything is so fuzzy. It all seems like a long dream. It seems like the stone was at the root of it all. When the stone was gone, he returned to normal. I'm glad. Anyway, let's get back to the mansion. We'll talk there.